Here we are. Hey, my legion, how y'all doing today? I thought since was reading let me about hold on. That's so cool. I downloaded that. Let's see. Uh, wonder what. Oh, that's weird. I'm trying to play this video. Yeah, very cool. I thought I would do like since it's wrapping up 37 years of television. I thought I would like review like every episode of the series finale of The Conners, which is actually the series finale of Roseanne. And they're bringing up Roseanne more in this season finale, right? Is episode 2. There's 4 more episodes. And then probably after that, like I'll do like a whole big retrospective on the show. I kind of did that last time, but I mean it makes more sense when I see at the end of this episode. Um anyways, it talks about the one big thing they were talking about is they were talking about suing because I mean, well, Roseanne did those tweets and they fired her from the show. They're trying to find a way to move on from there. It's like when Valerie Harper got fired. She actually won like $1.2 million from NBC uh for suing them because they terminated her contract because she was out for more money and stuff and creative control. And then they said like she died, they made the Valley family and the Harper Hogan family. Anyways, when the reboot of Roseanne came about, it went through the roof. And then she texted something that was the Valley Jared, I think, or like it was kind of like so. And then she said she thought she was white and stuff. It was just a whole big disaster. And then like she got fired. And I think like that Sarah Gilbert was a big influencer in getting her fired for the show, and it actually made her. Whenever they decided to move on from Roseanne, they retoured into the Conners like a year or so later. It kind of like propelled Darlene right into the front of the show. So she had her own, hey, what's up, buddy? I love your stuff, the underground stuff with the fish and stuff. That was really cool. I love the underground camera work. That was really neat, though. I'm glad you did that. Um, anyways, you know, with Roseanne being on the show, they had to find a way to right out of the show, and you saw like she was hoarding these pain pills because of her knee or something. And then like they said at the beginning of the con that she OD'd on the pill and she passed away. That's how they did it. And then like I know Roseanne had her own podcast that said, "Guess what? I'm still alive, bitches," or something like that. And that's how they wrote out the show. And then after that, it went on for like uh 6 seasons. Um, with a bunch of different guest stars. They had like they had that Joe Walsh was on there. They had Pamela Segal. I mean Katie Segal from Married with Children. And they had Matthew Broderick on there. They had that what's Nick Opperman. They had Sean Astin, and now on today's episode they had Seth Green on the show. Hey JoJo, hi. And they first started out, and then they had Jay Lynch on the show too. They first started out with like showing that show Restaurant 911. That's how the last episode, first episode of last season premiered. Like they were going to have like it was like a Kitchen Nightmare type version of the show that Nick Offerman, the guy from Parks and Rec, come on, and him and Jackie would kind of go at it. They were showing it on TV, and then they came by, hey, this episode of Restaurant 911, and Darlene was saying, yeah, what gave it away? Seeing Harris and the rest of the family, and being smart ass, and then the funniest part was Jackie was getting mad. She's saying, like, I can't believe there was a special effect they did this. Everyone thinks women are all defensive and crazy, and everyone thinks women are all shrill. She was speaking at the top of her lungs. It was really funny. And then, like, oh, no, you weren't like that, Jackie. And I said, I am not, you know. So I'm going to go pee. And, that was really funny. And then, like, Jane Lynch came out, and she said, oh, well, think about suing. And then Dad said, I don't want to do it. I don't want to bring back all these painful memories and stuff. And he said, like, the sister Jackie said, "Well, I'll do it," because actually he brought her over as a peace offering for Jackie to sue, and then um, Jane Lynch was saying like, "Well, since she wasn't like with you and all this other stuff, you can't sue." But I mean, Dan could sue. Anyways, there's other stuff that happened in the show. That Becky was like really enthralled seeing herself on TV during that the reality show, right? And she said, "Oh, I can't believe I'm so happy seeing myself on there." And then she said, "I should be an influencer and stuff." And she started doing a live stream at the restaurant, and actually showed her kid Beverly Rose. You don't see her that much anymore. She had a small part in there, but it was kind of funny. But she was like doing like influencer thing, doing a live stream on her phone, and people started leaving nasty comments and stuff, and she got all mad and stuff. She said, "I'm not going live anymore," whatever. That happened quick though. Usually it takes a while to get haters. And that should go right off on a big ending thing. Yeah. Who's commenting now? Oh, you got a lot of comments, damn. Oh, hold on. Oh, you got restream? Okay. Hold on. Anyways, I mean, the best parts of the show was like at the very beginning. The one thing that was different was Harris wanted to be a complete bitch on the show, and Harris is usually a bitch. She was the one that she was like a new character. She smarted off to Roseanne. Uh, uh, wait a second. Oh shit! Now I forgot. Well, the best part, the funniest part was at the beginning with Jackie getting all mad at everything. And after that, Darlene was talking about like, she's bummed out her husband's like spending all the time at that building working on the hardware magazine for whatever reason, and she said she was gonna go to Lobo. That's the bar they go to, and then she was just sitting there. She was drinking some beer from Oregon. These guys were kissing, right? Well, these boyfriend and girlfriend were at a table, and then a pool table, and then they went to Jack and said, "Hey, could you take a couple pictures of us? One with us uh, together, and one with us looking in each other's eyes, and then one with us kissing." So okay, it's getting a little bit too much now. And then they said, "Hey, how about this? And how about this?" And they started kissing really bad, right? She grabbed she had someone, she just threw it against the table, and it was cool because they had a big metal ricochet when it hit the table. So that was really effective. And the girl was like, "Hey, what did you do that for?" So you guys all being disgusted, like 20 teenagers. And then the one lady, the one blonde, said, "Well, you're just jealous because they don't want to do that to you, bitch," or something. And then Darlene threw the beer in her face, which was great, right? And then the guy said, "Hey, are you serious? Are you serious?" And then Seth Green came up, say, "Hey, buddy, it's enough. That's enough." And then the guy hit him, and the punch looked so fake, like super fake. And then he's like, "Hey, am I bleeding? Am I bleeding?" And then she gets talking to him, and he's being sarcastic and cynical, like Darlene is. And so they started talking and stuff. So he's probably gonna have an angle in the story because Ben's not around anymore. My prediction. It was only like 4 more episodes. I thought I would like to do like a review of each episode, you know. And then they talked to because there's 37 years of the show, and not well, even including the time that show was off the air. So I want to know how it wraps up. And like I said, I know Jackie says there's probably going to be no more questions left than answers, which I don't know. Oh, and they're rebooting Malcolm in the Middle too. I got to talk about that. That one little kid that was in there is not going to be on the show. They have like some, like stream him being seen in public like 18 years. But no, Malcolm in the Middle is going to be rebooting. I know, but I was off this air that long. That was a great show. I'm definitely interested in watching that reboot too. I don't know if it's gonna be on Fox or Disney or what. Oh no, it will be on Disney because of I don't know. I'm not worried about it. But I'm curious to see what they do with that show. It was weird though, because like You knew in advance the cars were leaving. Like all of a sudden, I turned on the TV Sunday night when they used to have like they have the Malcolm in the Middle, The Simpsons, and all these other shows, like a 3-hour block of shows. They're great shows. And all of a sudden, oh, please tune in for the series finale of Malcolm in the Middle. I said, dang, the last episode, I'm glad I knew about it because no one said anything about it. So they're going to be rebooting that show, which is cool. I guess, it might be good. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, Jackie wanted to talk to Dan saying, I can't sue him, but the only one that can do it is you. She said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then she started reading them texts from a long time ago. Like probably, before that knee surgery or something like that, probably last time she texted Roseanne in the guise of the show because she's still alive, and she's doing her podcast and stuff. It's doing pretty good. Let me see. I got check my subscriptions. Let me check her numbers out too. Yeah, Roseanne Barr, Patrick Byrne in there said the man who saved America, Roseanne Barr podcast 93 has 1,000 people watching it right now. You see how many subscribers she has. Let me check it out. Check it out. I like all this Devo karaoke on here. That's pretty cool. And I fit over with no, that's not what I wanted. No, I wanted the Roseanne thing. I check out her numbers. And I'll keep going on with this episode because Roseanne had like the talk show along with that. And then she had some show called Roseanne's Nuts that was on Spike TV, which was a great show. I like that about the macadamia nuts. I used to. I was interested. I like that show. Doing it again. Okay, maybe not. Dang, why are they doing that? Oh, I don't want to feel like that. Uh, okay, we go. Okay. I call Roseanne Arquette. Yeah, she has and her podcast is doing really well. She's doing well for herself, so I'm not bitching her like that. It's probably not as good as and not as good as like the ABC money, but no, she's doing all right for herself. Um, I think Tom Arnold said, "Yeah, you guys are new what you get with the whole political thing," because she brought up the whole a lot of the Trump stuff, like "Make America Great Again," and that's when Harris was a real bitch, and she put Harris's head under the water, and I guess coming full circle, they're actually bringing her back in the storyline, but they're going to sue. Dan said he decided to sue the company, so we'll see what happens. I mean, the best part of the show was the first like 3 minutes when Jack was reacting to that restaurant, that show, Restaurant 911. That was the best part. Um, it was okay. It was somewhat funny. Like I said, like shows are not overwhelmingly funny that much, except for Jackie. And then Dan doing that little thing right there. And Dan's always good on the show. I mean, the show hasn't been super funny, but that part made me laugh some. Um, Aside from that, I just wanted to keep an update on every time they have a live Roseanne show. I might go ahead and go make something to eat or something. No, I just wanted to do like a little review of the show. Like I said, I give it 8 out of 10. It's still interesting. And I'm curious to see how everything's going to wind up. I can understand I can probably guess one part, but then that might make it like so. I don't want to get into it. But like when I review the final episode, I want to do like a big retrospective of the whole 37 years, even though some of those years Roseanne wasn't on. Cause I mean, it was a big hit, The original Roseanne. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Roseanne. Okay. See, Roseanne show. It should be on Wikipedia. Yeah, it got like 7 out of 10, 76% Rotten Tomatoes. Back then, I don't know what they think of the Connors. They probably don't like the Connors as much. No, the Connors was on like wow, a lot of shows. It was S and Edison. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, it went on from 1988 to 1997, and then I mean, it was like March 27th to March 22nd of 2018. So it was on for a while. Then they retuned it as the Connors. What did it get on? I don't know if the Connors is getting as high as scores like Roseanne did. Let me look up the Connors, okay? See how the Connors are doing. I've got like a 7 out of 10 on IMDb and a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see, okay, let's see how much Connors is getting. I don't think the Ranger is high for that, even though I still think it's interesting. Okay, let's see what Connors get. Let's see. Oh, it's not saying. On IMDb, I mean, I got like a 7 out of 10 on this one. And let's see. It wants to drag it for you. That figures. Oh, I got 5.9 out of 10. So the ratings were not as high for that show, but still higher for Snow White, which is like a 1.7 out of 10 last time I looked. Let's look up Snow White for 2025. So, good. Let's see. Yeah, the 1.6, so it went down a little bit lower now. Yeah, it's getting trounced. And there's, hi, Pinky, how are you? You want to come up? You want to talk? Let me find that. I should have, I don't know if I have the mouse on me. I hope I do. Such a pain in the ass when I don't have it. Oh, shit. I hate being unprepared. I should have, when I went live, I should have made sure it was right next to me. Dang it. I hate not being able to find stuff. And that's all my fault, because I don't think ahead of time a lot of times. Dang it. Hold on. I don't know where did I put it at. Well, hold on, I got mute. I found it. I hate being unprepared, but I found it. If you want to come up, heck, I have a panel gift. Why not? Let's see if you want to come up. We can BS. It's weird though. Ever since you reinvented your channel, you've been around a lot. With your live streams and paneling and stuff. Yeah, if you want to come up, that's fine. But I mean, like I said, I think the card is still an interesting show. Like I said, it's not like it's still interesting, but not super duper funny. I give it like 8 out of 10. I think I gave the same rating last time. I gave it a 7. It's just not as funny as it used to be, but it's still interesting. I like the characters and stuff. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
have been around a lot more.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like a reimagining of yourself, for like what do they call it? Like Madonna keeps reinventing her stuff. You reinvented the Pinky character, you know? You know,
yeah,
you
that's
did.
true. It's funny. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like a fresh start, a new
yeah, it's
beginning.
cool.
And I've always been aware of you, but I
Yeah.
hadn't subbed to you until just
Oh,
recently when I started,
yeah,
rethinking who I wanted to hang out
yeah.
with and stuff.
Oh,
So
cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah,
yeah,
you're always welcome over here. I like having people up. You know,
thank you. Yeah, I'm
I heard
gonna
some.
turn off my cam though, because
Oh, that's fine. Whatever makes you comfortable. I like that David Bowie stuff too. Well, yeah, that too. But you got
oh
two
yeah,
albums,
that's
and you got this one too. Awesome.
an old one from the '80s. Let me see. Let me
Really?
pick
Oh,
a
cool.
let me pick a
Okay.
different
Whatever you want
one.
to pick. I can pick a different
Okay,
one too. I can pick a crazy one.
let's let's do it. Let's do the Bowie one.
Okay. I can
There
do the one with
we
the bone in my mouth.
go. Nice.
It was like I had like I made like a bowl of dinner. I put like a ham bone in my mouth. I took a photo. I said like, when you realize you've seen too many zombie movies. So I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah. That is pretty creepy, actually. I
Yeah,
like it.
that's pretty. Oh, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I've
So
been
I mean,
watching your food videos, which are
yeah.
really interesting. It's like how to
Oh,
eat
thank you.
really good on just a couple of
Yeah,
bucks.
yeah. Well, I mean, it was. Well, I mean, I did like a comparison. I found that. Well, I forgot all about. I remember reading back in January that Wonder Bread's going to go into like snack cakes and stuff. And
Oh.
then my friend a couple of days back told me how great the cupcakes were. I forgot all about it. So I saw them at Walmart. So I should probably order some. I just had them shipped to me, not delivered, but shipped. And
Mhm.
it was like an 8-pack of cupcakes, right? And he said they were better than Hostess, but they both tasted pretty much the same.
Okay.
The biggest thing is with that one was they're both $3.48 for a pack of 8 of them. And I was talking about how small the Hostess price had become after they were gone for a long time. They were gone for a couple of years because they were on strike or something. And then they brought the brand back, and then all the items were a lot tinier, though.
Didn't they get
And
sold and the
yeah,
new company wasn't doing it quite right? So,
yeah,
yeah.
it was crazy. I mean, but they were tiny though. And then I compared. I didn't buy a thing of Hostess to compare them side by side, but I looked on that. So they're both the same price for an 8-pack. I looked, and then Hostess was like 12.7 ounces, which is like about an ounce and a half for a cupcake, a little over that. Whereas the Wonder Bread one was a full pound, so it was 2 ounces per cupcake. So I said, well, that's a better deal getting that one because they both taste the same, you know?
Yeah, that's the way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they have sprinkles on them too. The Wonder Bread one has sprinkles on it. It's like, yeah. And it was like the round sprinkles, it was like the same. They keep up with the branding because, Wonder Bread has like those circles, like a yellow, red, and white one. That's what the sprinkles would look like. It looked pretty cool.
I think my favorite video that you did on food was the Zatarain's, the shrimp Alfredo. That's a
Oh,
good product, and it's like what, $4 or less than four
yeah,
bucks.
like 387 or something like that. I didn't
Yeah.
even know they made frozen food. And this guy in the Wolf Pit was saying that they were doing frozen food. Like, oh crap! So I started looking for it. Yeah, that was really. I got some good feedback on that. Some people really liked that review I did. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a tasty product. Yeah. Now you were at some place called Sheets, and we don't have that here.
Yeah.
I know Nikki has it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So where are you at?
Well, in Pennsylvania too, out around the Erie area.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like they had well, it was nuggets though. I mean, I'm trying to review like new things. And then I think they said like they had like fish and shrimp there, but I mean ours didn't have that though for Lenten stuff. Or I
Uh-huh.
never had seafood from there, but a lot of times their food's really good. and then they have like a special, you get 2 hot dogs for $1.
Oh,
I mean,
damn.
as long as it's not upgraded like a plain Jane hot dog.
Mhm.
But you get stuff on like Boom Boom sauce and stuff. That stuff is fantastic. Have you ever had that?
I've heard of the famous Boom Boom sauce.
Yeah,
The name, you don't forget a name like that, but
yeah,
I haven't actually tried the Boom Boom sauce yet.
yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, it's like a spicy combination between of ketchup and mayo, though. Hey, Mathis, how you doing?
Hello,
Yeah, it's cool.
Methods.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I like it. And it was weird because they have like their own. Oh, they used to have them in like that little to go containers. Now they have like a thing that just says Boom Boom sauce on it. It's
You
quite
know,
good. I like it.
the best deal you can get out here in
Yeah.
California for lunch used to be $1.50. You go to the Costco food court and they
Really?
give you like a
Oh,
foot long hot dog and a big old fucking soda, like a bottomless fucking soda
oh,
for a
that's
buck
cool.
50. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember we don't have that. We have Sam's Club. And it's weird because someone said, "Why don't you do reviews from Costco?" I said, "We don't have Costco's here. We have Sam's Club. Why don't you do reviews? Because we don't have one here." And I went
Do
to, what's that?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, does Sam's Club have like a
Yeah.
little food court?
Yeah. They have something similar to that. They have like because I went there, and I remember I had some of the vape, my sister, and I was stoned. And I went to, in the food court, I reviewed like the hot dog and the drink. I did it twice because I couldn't remember doing it the first time. I reviewed it twice. Yeah, you did it. And it worked. Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
did. And they have like they had like it for $1.50. I don't know if it was, I think it was just a regular hot dog, but it was pretty big. And then they had like it wasn't, they had a new type of Mountain Dew that was like exclusive just for there, because like Taco Bell has the Baja Blast.
Right.
They had one called Monsoon Berry, and I got that. And my sister tried it, said, "Boy, I like that better than Baja Blast." It was
Okay.
pretty good. Hi, Nick. How you doing, buddy? I remember they had and they also had like a big hi, Tiff. How you doing, Tiff? Got Tiff here too. Cool. And we got like they also had a pizza, right? You get like a large pepperoni pizza for like $9. That thing was huge.
Yeah,
It was
for real.
it was so big I had to put like slices of pizza in the freezer.
You're gonna do an office pizza party and you need like 3 pizzas. That's the way to go,
Yes. Oh yeah.
Make everybody happy
Most
for
people
not
just
too
think
much
of
money at all.
yeah, yeah. Most people just think about what the hell was it? Little Caesars and stuff. You know. But those pizzas are pretty big though. I bought one for well, I bought like the hot dog and drink in there, and I bought like the pizza to go. I bought one for my sister too.
So
Oh
so you're on like food videos right now.
yeah.
Um what other kinds of videos do you do besides that?
Uh well, I do like movie reviews. I do what else, like weather stuff and like TV reviews, because like I said, this was like a review of the see episode 2 of the Connors. I finished it up, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And then like what else was there? Oh crap, I'm trying to think. Well, movie reviews, I mean, I did like sometimes TV reviews, or like I did something about like the Snow White movie, how much that girl's being hated for like ruining the attraction, the whole thing. Disney's actually thinking of doing a new remake of Snow White, doing a brand new remake. I don't know how they're gonna do it. But I want to know a little bit more about that before I do a video about it.
Yeah, I want to say I saw something out of the corner of my eye about a Snow White
Yeah,
remake just the other day in the headlines or in the
yeah,
entertainment section or something like that.
yeah.
But don't quote me. But since you're saying it out loud, I'm like, yeah, I think I saw something about that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's interesting though. There were some videos talking about they're going to do another remake of that, but I'm not sure. I had no idea. I don't know what's going on.
Uh,
I'm trying to think what else happened. Well, I do like weather stuff. Uh, I mean, it seems like I'm drawing a blank, but I've done other videos too with like things of interest. I did like I did a nostalgia video this morning of that Mr. Bones puzzle kit because that brought back a bunch of memories for me. And you commented on that one, remember?
Oh, Mr. Bone.
Yeah, yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Bone. I've never met Mr. Bone, but I've heard his name.
yeah. Oh, the candy? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that kid
Oh,
like a puzzle candy. The puzzle candy, remember? Or did
the
you
what?
comment on that one? Yeah, the puzzle candy. It was like you make your own skeletons for
Oh,
like
oh,
80.
yeah. I was thinking of something else. Wasn't there like
Oh,
a YouTuber named Mr. Bones? I got confused. But yeah, you're right. The
oh,
candy.
there
Yeah, I
might have been.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm trying to think anything else was interesting. I do live stream. I haven't really done any live streams in a while, you know. It's like sometimes you
Really?
feel like doing, sometimes you don't, you know.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of days that I've done one, and then I do like little shorts and stuff, and mostly like food and drink reviews. Usually, I didn't even know it was a thing back in the day, and then I started seeing people doing it. So I started to like do reviews of. The big thing was like McDonald's. They had that. They came out with the blueberry pomegranate smoothie, and then they came with that habanero ranch quarter pounder, you know, a long time ago. So that was
Mm.
what really held my interest. I started doing stuff like that, anyways, you know.
Oh, dude, you just reminded me. I can make a strawberry milkshake from scratch tonight if I want to.
Oh, that's cool.
I got fresh strawberries, I got milk, and I got some vanilla ice cream. Wouldn't that be
Oh
bomb?
wow,
Shit. Oh, see,
yeah,
all this food
yeah.
talk, man. It's like food porn. You know, I'm
Oh,
like
I
getting
know.
all I'm getting all like if hungry and horny were the same thing, I would be like
Yeah,
that right now. But they're not. There's an old joke. It's a ladies
yeah,
joke, but with the difference between hungry and horny,
yeah.
it's where you put the cucumber.
Oh yeah. You say you're so silly.
Yeah, I know. It's silly.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so Tiffany doesn't like me and I don't like Tiffany, but I would like to make room for her to come up. So I'm gonna go and
Oh,
uh bid you adieu, but thank you for
oh,
having me up. I
okay.
appreciate it.
Oh, no
Yeah.
problem. I didn't know you guys were fighting and stuff.
Oh no, we haven't fought in a long time, but about a year ago she bitch slapped me and things have never been the same.
Uh
So
oh.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know any of that happened.
It was over Shannon, the Shannon years or the Shannon.
Oh, oh, okay. I
Yeah,
heard
from back
something about
then.
that. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what that's all about
Oh,
anyway. But it's okay. You know, I don't dwell on it. I just don't like to be where she is and vice versa.
oh, oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm friends with her too, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, no biggie.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so like Dougie was saying the other night, all of us are friends with people that we wouldn't be friends with, or like everybody has a friend that we wouldn't be friends with or that we actively dislike. But if you're gonna be like, oh, I can't be friends with you because you're friends with Tiffany, what would that be like? That would be like the fucking seventh grade or something,
Oh,
so that's what Dougie was saying anyway. I'm cool with it. I just this is the new era of Pinky. I'm not gonna tangle with anybody. I just go poof.
oh. Okay.
Yeah. But thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. No problem. All
Bazinga.
right.
Bye bye.
Bazinga. Oh, who's? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for coming up. I didn't know something was going on. I had no idea. Uh, let me mute real quick. Let me mute real quick.